What up, world? What's up with it? I'm gonna make this short and sweet, but I wanted to talk about this because I think it's a very relevant situation with what's going on around us now with relationships, and I'm about to get on y'all women though, and I'm not trying to, I'm not a biased person. I get on the guys too, but I got to get on the women with this one because I see a lot of it, and it's especially when I see it with women who got kids. Um, are you chasing the bag or are you chasing the sack? That's the question I want to know. Are you chasing the bag or are you chasing the sack? Because it's a difference. It's a big difference when it comes to that. And you got a lot of women be like, I'm chasing the bag. I'm trying to get this money. I'm trying to chase the bag. And you know what I'm saying? Y'all, the weather bad out here. So, if you in this weather, man, make sure y'all got y'all some, yeah, it's raining real bad out there. You know what I'm saying? It stopped, but I went through a little cloud earlier. But anyways, y'all be safe out there if y'all on the road. So if you in Central Texas area. But so I just wanted to talk about it because I see a lot of women, especially mothers that got kids, that always talking about, I'm chasing the bag, I'm trying to get this money, and you know what I'm saying? You hear it all the time, you see it all the time, but when it boils down to it, some of them really just chasing the sack. You know what I'm saying? Some of them really just chasing the sack to get the bag. They not chasing the bag. They not chasing the bag. They chasing the sack to get the bag. So, if you chasing after a dude or you, let's just say you looking for a certain type of dude who have a certain type of lifestyle, got this certain type of money, and he living this certain type of way, and you throwing yourself at him sexually and trying to attract him in that type of way to get his attention, or just to link up with this person, and maybe by chance y'all end up having some type of relationship that grow into something, you still was chasing that sack to get to the bag that he got. You wasn't really actually chasing your own bag. So I mean, it's crazy because this generation makes that okay. They make it okay for a woman to be a foot dragger, a thought bop. They make it all right for a woman to brag about these things. I ain't give him nothing till he gave me the bag and this, that, and that. All that stuff they be talking about. They state, like, I'm gonna set on a nigga face and all this other kind of stuff. Long as he paid me the bag, or all this kind of nonsense that they be talking about. But at the end of the day, it's like, if you getting your own money, you ain't gotta set on nobody's face for no bag because you getting your own. And you hear a lot of women talking about that all the time. You know what I'm saying? They get to the money, they get no, you getting to that sack that's gonna give you the money. There's a difference. There's a big difference. And then it's sad with the ones who got children, because especially if you got daughters, because they gonna see that and they gonna think that's how they supposed to get their money. You know what I mean? As opposed to you showing them how to be independent and to have respect and be tapped into their femininity at the same time. Because the feminine woman, she gonna attract a masculine man, and he gonna be the right man for her according to how she carry herself. It's these masculine women that I feel is happen to chase this sack to get this bag and do all this kind of stuff, because it ain't gonna necessarily attract to them the way it would to a feminine woman. A feminine woman, she can just be in her feminine, operating in her feminine at all times, and that type of dude, that right guy, gon' attract to her 9 times out of 10, because her feminine energy done touch every corner of the universe, and it done attracted that man to her. That's the difference. So, you know, I just want to say that because you got a lot of women that they'll you know, they'll tell you they'll paint a picture off the side of your head about a character that they know, you know, to make themselves look better. Sometimes they'll tell you about friends they dealt with in the past or whatever. You know, I had a friend I was dealing with in the past that was this way or that was that way or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? And I remember they was real hoish and, you know, they did this and that, the other, you know, and sometimes that character that they paint could be themselves. Sometimes they could be painting a picture of who they was and just to make themselves look like they that feminine woman, to make themselves look like they that specific woman that a masculine man is looking for. You know what I'm saying? But you can only play that role for so long. You can only put that mask on for so long. You can only disguise yourself for such a long time. And then after a while, you're going to get exposed. After a while, you're going to get exposed. It's going to come out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just feel like that's just something that these women out here really need to look at. You know what I mean? Shouts out to the women who, you know, who tapped into their feminine side, you know what I mean? And you know, that's what we really need. That's what the men really need now, is more women to be more feminine. You know what I'm saying? And these men got to be more masculine to be able to handle that feminine woman. That's why we got so many masculine women right now, because it's a lot of men out here that's too feminine. You know what I'm saying? They ain't in touch with their masculine side the way they supposed to be, and these women is playing their roles for them, and that's where the problem comes in at. So, you know, I said all that just to say this, man. You know, like, you just got to know the difference between chasing the sack and chasing the bag, because some of y'all chasing the sack. You know, y'all looking for the man with the bag, and y'all chasing that sack so that man can give that bag up after you satisfy his sack. You know what I'm saying? And that's not where it's at. That's not, you know, are you really going to get it like you say you is? Are you really, you know, maintaining yourself and holding yourself up to the standard that you say you holding yourself up to? You know, can you really say that? And me personally, I think that's a no-no. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree that that's the same thing. Well, you got to do what you got to do to get by in life. You got to do what you got to do, whatever, pay the bills. Yeah, you can say that, but you still got a certain level of integrity you got to hold up for yourself as well. Because that same energy you pushing out to the universe, your kids going to receive it too. So for you to say that you got to do what you got to do and whatever it takes, you know, you can't really say that. You can't really say that that's not okay, because that poison that was maybe passed down to you from your parents, or, you know, your mother or auntie or somebody that told you, you use your body, you do whatever you got to do to get, you know, nah, that wasn't the right way. That was a poison that was fed to them too, and they gave it to you. Now it's flowing through your bloodstream, and now you trying to push that same thing off on your kids, because they gonna think that's the way they supposed to get it, and they ain't gonna tap into their own gifts. They ain't gonna tap into who they really is, and, you know, how important it is to be who they are, because they feel like they can use their body to get what they want instead of using their mind to get where they need to be. You know what I'm saying? So I said I just want to just tap in with y'all and say that, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't chase the sack, chase the bag. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. Until next time, y'all stay tapped in, man. Y'all be looking out for my book, man. It's coming real soon, man. It's coming real soon. Look out for my book. Don't think like me, just think. Y'all stay tapped in. Y'all know what it is. Corey Waff, Mount for the South. Life coach, relationship coach. I'm going to holler at y'all next time. Peace.